blue, but then you have this, and it keeps reoccurring, so it makes you wonder. Yeah, no, that's the big question mark as well. Okay, every time you turn around, there's another variant of something, and then, then there's the vaccinations, which supposedly work, and, I don't, hopefully they do, but I don't know if any of them's been FDA approved, but point being is, it's hard to imagine what is, really happening. Well, you got to keep looking at all these things and all the
Hello, everybody. Let me see if I can actually get this microphone working here. Hello, everybody. It is, let me see here. It's March 21st, Sunday, 2020 live stream. It is 7:30. I made it here just about when I thought I was going to. So I had a pretty quick day at work. So it's good to be back here. And we're going to tune in to 144.270. Just a quick sec. I unfortunately didn't check in the BozoNet. I might jump down there a little bit later, but I'm going to spend some time with my daughter here in a few minutes, but keep things rolling here. So without further ado, here's 144.270 or close to it.
Yeah, everybody's got a theory, right? I mean, it's unfortunate that everything is too transparent, and not to harp on. The media is transparent. I mean, everything is so transparent. You just don't. Everything comes out way too fast without all the facts.
That's Alex N6JJI. Unfortunately, up here for some reason, the reason why I say up here, we normally talk on 250, 144, 250. The signal seems to be a little lower for everybody to me, so I'm not really understanding that. But hopefully, I'll be able to hear some other people in here. I heard Fred in here when I was setting up the stream, so it's kind of the reason why it's kind of hard to hear tonight. Plus, it's a little windy outside, and I've had some issues with wind and noise.
it is intriguing and fascinating to some degree. We just have to wait and see. Unfortunately, that's not a good option, but hopefully, things will change. I hope it's not a very good strategy, but way beyond my capacity to handle or to control, and unfortunately, we're all a victim of what happens. Through, I don't know where it was, briefly of some type of government type of operation. You often wonder, and all this, and all the testing that the government has done.
Politics going on tonight.
And, on and on and on. So, it doesn't.
And I don't mind talking politics every once in a while, that's for sure.
That, they may not have a hand in certain things in the world, right? Watch it. It was I forget if it was history or whatever. There was a long series about Hitler, where he was supposedly killed and but he was going to Argentina, and they had these big labs there, and they were migrating into other parts of the country. And I saw that. I thought it was a fascinating documentary. I was really going back to the Hitler series. The infrastructure that some of these guys, that they built, near the beaches and in the mountains and in mountains, engaged inside the mountains, was just absolutely technologically advanced for the time. And we're talking, back in the 30s, right? I mean, there was just a massive amount of very technical things that were being done there that, quite scary.
everybody listening on YouTube right now, I got a ton of noise that has entered my area. I think it has to do a little bit of, it's pretty windy outside, so I get a lot of static electricity built around my antenna. That might be what you're hearing tonight. Unfortunately, this might make my night a little shorter than I want tonight, but we'll see. We'll try to push through it. I can barely hear Alex N6JJI. He's down in Long Beach, I believe. So we'll tune back in, see if we can get a better copy here.
Comment? Hey, I just wanted to say hello to everybody out there tonight. It's Greg K6EGG.
I'm getting murdered by I'm getting murdered by noise. That's unfortunate. Hopefully maybe after 8 o'clock we can slide back down to 250 and be a little bit better. We'll see.
Well, the band is bad tonight. Normally he can pick you up. That's the way it goes. He's listening. I see him listening now. Anyway, go Jeff. it up.
This is WA6UXA Keith here in Long Beach, over by Cal State Long Beach.
This is Greg, K6EGG in the city of Chino, 2 miles north of the Chino Airport.
This is Curtis, Alpha Juliet 6 Oscar in Apple Valley in the High Desert.
This is Ward, Whiskey 6, Whiskey Delta Cypress. We're about 3 miles west of Knott's Farm myself.
This is Luis, KN6GUY in Riverside, California.
Jeff, you hear everybody check in. Did you hear AJ60 in the High Desert check in there, Jeff? Okay, real good. Hey, Curtis, could you hear a new member, Jeff, down there? Could you hear Jeff there, Curtis?
No, he's right at my noise level.
Anyway, when we go to 75 meters tonight, I fixed my problem. There, Curtis. I can load up anywhere now. I fixed the problem.
Okay, well, that sounds like fun. We'll give it a whirl later on tonight. AHA60.
Okay, really good there. Okay, KM6TVJ. Jeff, pick it up. Talk to who you want to talk to. It's your turn there, Jeff. I'm glad to have you out here, and you can always go back to the YouTube and listen to your audio and your signal reports, which you can see. That's what's nice about that. Tell all your friends you're always invited, and the band's a little down. Normally, Greg, you can hear him talk loud, but for some reason today, tonight, we can't hear very good. Anyway, who wants to pick it up? It's free for grabs. KN6OS, Sweetest, California.
Just want to say hello to Jeff. Hey, Jeff, this is Keith again, WA6QXA here in Long Beach. You're coming here with about an S5, S6, right around that realm, so you're doing a good job out here. Wow, good to hear. Okay, well, thanks a lot. I'm going to pass it along to the next guy.
Hey, Luis, can you hear Jeff out there?
Yes, I can hear him. Yes, pretty good actually. I was just thinking about that. He's coming in pretty good here into Riverside.
Unfortunately, I can hear that he's talking, but I can't understand what he's saying, so I'll just take a standby, let you guys go at it. I don't know if he can hear me or not, though. K6EGG, City of Chino.
Say to Luis, man, you've done a major improvement to your audio on your 991 Alpha. We got to speak earlier today. I'm getting to hear you on my home radio now, and I've noticed a big difference. So props to you, Luis.
Good to hear that, Keith. That's pretty good, man. I did some research, and like I told you, I went ahead and plugged in the what Bob Heil suggested. I think he's pretty good with audio, and so it seems to be working. Glad to hear that.
Yeah, it's night and day difference, so good job.
Thank you.
You're sounding real good. You're a lot louder. I don't know where you got all the information from, but you're peaking, tweaking your radio. You sound real good. Back to Keith, KN6OS.
Yeah, I was just like concurring that he's done a great job making it sound just a lot cleaner than before. So, yeah, a good job. I'll pass it to the next guy.
W6WWD. Hey, Greg. I just want to say hello, and thanks for doing the stream again. Hope you're doing well. How's your day?
Hey, Ward. It's great to hear you. Yeah, it was a pretty long early day for me. Normally not up before 6, but I was this morning. But it's good to be home. I just wish the conditions were a little better to play radio and hear Jeff out there. He has the ability to hear me, obviously, with the live stream. I just wish I can tune him in a little better. I got a ton of noise here tonight.
Yeah, the noise is a problem. Yeah, I think we all deal with it. Yeah, no, I got you by a good S4 to S5, depending on, on the band. So, definitely want to reach out and say hello, and thanks for all you're doing.
Excellent. Thank you for watching and tuning in.
Do I got it? K6EGG, hold on. Yeah, anyway, Greg, K6EGG, golf for Fred. I talked to a couple people up today in San Francisco, and I told them all about you. And a lot of the people I were talking today were Bozo members. The one I talked to, I don't got his call handy right now, but he was Bozo number 86. So he's spreading the word, and I told him the YouTube streaming, so they'll be watching. They're spreading the word all up there in San Francisco now in the Sacramento Valley. So you're getting known up there now, QSL?
Copy that. Thanks for the plug. Some good Northern California people for the Bozo Net. I was going to check in this right when I got on, but I kind of spaced and I heard a lot of noise, so I decided not to. But it's good. Maybe if they're listening, hello up there in the San Francisco Bay Area there.
Yeah, they'll be watching, so that'll be interesting. Anyway, Jeff, it's your turn. Pick a subject to talk about, Jeff. It's open tonight. Videos, we had a good discussion about grounding, HF grounding, so watch all that, because we had a professional guy out here the other night. He was in Harbor City, California. I forget his call right this minute. I think it was Larry. And anyway, he talked extensively about grounding and how to ground and different things and different size wires. So watch the whole video so you learn a lot of things about the HF. And I'm going to turn it over to either the Ward or Keith, whoever wants it. I'm throwing them all up in the air now. Catch it.
Hey, real quick, I'll be right back. K6EGG.
Okay. Go ahead, Keith.
I'm just kind of listening right now, checking things out. I spent the weekend doing a lot of cleaning up the shack, shortening up my cables, and putting on power pole connections to my radios and linear and whatever else, so that's kind of what my weekend's been when it comes to the ham shack.
Oh, do I got it, K6EGG? Okay, tell them, a lot of viewers out there, listeners probably want to know what you're talking about. Tell them about the radio that you're running today and how it started out and what you're all doing, and tell them all the test results there in detail, the wattage, the power, the signal report, what kind of radio got. Tell them, describe how you built the antenna, what the antenna looks like, and I'm going to tell you a little secret. He went to Marie Callender's today, Keith, and ate a pie. And when he got done with that pie, he was looking at that pie lid, and I'm going to let him finish this story out. Pick it up, Keith, K6OS.
Well, I'm not quite as good at embellishing the story as you are. But yeah, actually I went to the Dollar Tree Friday and had this thought like, hey, what if I got a pilot or a pizza pan, flat pan, and made that as a reflector for my mobile antenna. So So I bought the pie pan. Cost me a whole $1 plus tax. Actually bought 3 of them in case I broke 1 or 2 of them or wanted to do more. And I finally drilled a hole in it and attached it to my mobile antenna today, and I got to test it out on my Yaesu 818. You guys are familiar with the 818. It's only got a 6-watt maximum power, put out. So at any rate, I got to test with Fred at my house using the 818. And at first I had about a S6 with 6 watts. And then I did some radials off of it, put some radial wires off of it, and increased it to about 6.5, 7, he said. And then I put it on my car and drove around. And when I just left my house, it went up to an 8. Later on, I went to Signal Hill. If you guys are familiar with Signal Hill, it's got some elevation up there, and I played around with it. And I talked to Luis actually with 6 watts to Riverside from Signal Hill, and several other people. So that's kind of what I did today when it comes to that mobile antenna.
Yeah, and the signal was pretty good out here in Riverside. Pretty impressive.
I could say that I think that the reflection of the pie pan was a positive experience. I think it helped out, so that was all good.
So I am curious, the pie pan that you put on your mobile, how did you attach it to your car?
I should have clarified that. I have a mag mount. So I got 2 washers, so I put 1 washer below the pie pan, 1 on the top of the pie pan. Then I bolted down, tightened up the antenna, and away we went.
Oh, okay. So you basically you did exactly what pretty much Fred is trying to find, those little radio kits that you can put on your antenna to help you get out a little bit more. So yeah, I can visualize that in my mind. That's pretty interesting there, Keith. AJ60.
Yeah, you're right. It's basically a takeoff of what Fred's doing, and so I kind of came up with the idea to give it a shot. And for $1, it was a pretty fun experiment.
So your antenna, is it mounted on your trunk of your car?
No, it's a mag mount, and I have it on the top of my, top of my car.
Okay, so that would definitely probably make it a little bit less aerodynamic when you're going 70 miles an hour on a freeway.
I did drive with it today, but I just did street traffic, and I thought about that, and I probably will not take it on the freeway going 70 miles an hour, because that might blow off, and that'd be not a very good situation.
Well, that was interesting and innovative on your part. Anytime I see pizza platters or big round things, aluminum or whatever, that's the first thing that comes to my mind. Okay, what's the diameter of this thing? Is it 19 inches? Boy, that'd be perfect for like a 2 meters type of thing. So, ham radios have that, ham radio operators have that mentality that when you go shopping and you see that kind of stuff, or if you're driving down the street, you're constantly scanning the horizon to see, okay, what kind of antennas am I going to see?
Hello, everybody. I'm back.
Some ham radio operators.
I went to say goodnight to my daughter, so I'm back.
Yeah, roger that, for sure.
Anyway, let's see. WA6QXA, AJ60, Fred. Uncle Fred, you copy? Maybe he's getting a cup of coffee.
Wonder if he's going to do a radio all-nighter. This is Greg, K6EGG.
Yeah, I I was up with them last night till about 11-something. It was a long nighter. We decided to, after everybody got talked out on 2-meter sideband, and Fred's been mentioning, why don't we, you guys ought to go down to 75 meters and, and listen to this guy on this certain frequency. So I thought, oh, well, Fred, let's go down to 75 meters. Just pick a frequency and let's go down and see if we can make contact. So it did, and it worked really good. Fred was coming in like 10 to 20 over 9 up to the high desert, and we talked to a guy in St. George, Utah. So we had a blast for a long time. So evidently it sounds like he's got plans that we're going to go on 75 meters again tonight.
Hey, Curtis, here's a little story. I got to hear you guys. I think you remember this or you heard about it via the computer, thanks to Alex turning me on to how to do so. So I got to hear your conversation with Fred, you, and the gentleman's name was Mark, I believe. And got to come to find out, I was kind of intrigued because I have a rental property in St. George. Come to find out, I looked him up. He's literally a block away from my rental property.
Oh, the wonders of the internet and Google Earth, I tell you, it's amazing. You can, nobody can hide from nothing. I look at, usually when I talk to somebody on HF or even 2 meters, I look them up on QRZ and I can see exactly where they live. Zoom in, go to Google Earth and zoom right on in, and you pretty much know everything about them without them ever even telling you.
Right, so I looked them up and I actually emailed them saying I enjoyed the conversation last night, blah, blah, blah. And then I told them the same thing I just told you, that you have a property really close to where you live and all that kind of stuff. I'll be going up there next month to vacation for a week, and who knows, maybe we'll connect.
Yeah, and you got your mobile HF radio. All you need is some kind of antenna, and you can stay in contact with all the boys down here in Southern California.
There you go. There you go.
Hey, Keith, did you say you heard him over the internet?
Go ahead.
Yeah, Roger, over the internet, Alex turned me on to a method where you can listen to people across the different bands, and so we were able to tune into their frequency via the internet, and I got to hear the conversation between the three.
All right, give me the information. I'm sure everybody would love to hear it. I'm sorry if somebody already said it on the frequency earlier, but I would love to know how to do that.
I'm not an expert, and I wonder if Alex is still listening, how he could share that.
Looks like you're up to bat tonight, pal.
There's something called KFS website, I believe it is. K Kilo Foxtrot Sierra website or web something or other that we connected onto, and that's how I was able to get on and turn to the frequency and get to listen to them.
Great.
Hey, go ahead, Ward.
Hey, Keith. Hey, Greg, you can also Google Utah SDR or Half Moon Bay SDR. You can get into a lot of different SDRs to hear stations that you can't hear on the West Coast or even on the radio. So anyway, that's my 2 cents. It's W6WWD.
Those are worth about 10 cents. I didn't even know those existed. I've heard about CB ones back in the day, but I didn't know they did that for ham radio.
Okay, I just was able to put up the frequency if I got it here. It's KFS, Kilo Foxtrot Sierra, Web SDR, Web Sierra Delta Romeo.
I'm sorry, dude. Can you do that again? You know how bad I am with this stuff.
Okay, I just found a website. It's called www.websdr.org. www.websdr, all one word, .org. Copy?
Copy, I got that. Looks good.
And there are SDR receivers all over the country. So usually the one in San Francisco is the one, if you live in California, it's probably the most popular one.
Yeah, we were able to receive, at one point in time, we were receiving Russia. Of course, I couldn't understand the word they were saying, but yeah, Russia. And we also actually were on a frequency where we were having a satellite, too, getting to check that out. So it was pretty intriguing. It was a new experience for me. I really enjoyed it.
AJ60. Also, some of the SDR receivers actually allow you to transmit too. So if you live in an apartment or a place where antennas are not allowed, some of them will allow you to receive and transmit using their transmitter. So that's pretty cool. The AJ60.
K6 West. Which one is that?
I don't know. You have to just go to www.websdr.org and you'll probably find some.
I see them, but I didn't know they had ones you could transmit on.
Yep, and of course, they just don't let anybody get down there and transmit. You got to prove that you are an amateur radio, licensed person, but they do exist.
Sort of like Echo Link.
It's very similar, very similar.
I don't know if they're going to allow you on, Fred.
Maybe because I'm too loud.
Yeah, that's absolutely. You're too well grounded.
Which one would I hear Fred on later?
So, Jeff, you still in here with us, Jeff? Okay, real good. I hope you tell everybody up in the valley, all your 2-meter friends there on the side, man, and invite them up here too. Because our stations get so much powerful, we're bleeding on. We only do it when the mojo has in their net for 1 hour, from 7 to 8. It's 8:10 right now, so we can go back down to 250. But tell your friends about the streaming here. They'll be shocked when they see the streaming videos. Okay, Jeff, can anybody get on your Zoom thing, or you got to be invited in? How's that all work? Say that real slow. You were kind of quick for me. Okay, thank you very much, sir, Jeff, for the info. guys going to be on? What's the night and the time? Okay, USL. You're now you're excused. KS6 West. Okay, pick it up, Keith.
I'm going to pass. I've been talking a lot.
What's that noise? You hear that noise?
On my end?
Yeah, you see it?
I don't know.
Anybody else hear that noise?
You can probably see it on my receive here in Chino from my stream. It's horrible here tonight for me.
You hear it too, huh?
Oh yeah, I hear it waving in and out. It's not good tonight.
I don't hear it, but I can see the noise floor on my spectrum scope kind of jumping up and down a little bit.
It's weird, isn't it?
Yeah, it'll probably die down in a little bit. That usually happens in the daytime, and sometimes it's kind of like, at nighttime, some of the street lights, which could be within a couple miles of your house, where the starter inside is trying to start a high-pressure sodium light bulb, and if they don't start right away, they just keep clicking and clicking and clicking, and they do cause interference.
With the others. You guys have a great evening, and I'm going to look at going to bed here shortly.
Like the noise is on 250 as well.
Hey, Fred.
Yeah, go ahead.
I was going to mention, I heard you say that your mask is made out of fiberglass, right?
What? I got a lot of noise. What was that?
Your mask for your antenna is made out of fiberglass?
Yeah, my mask is fiberglass, yes.
Well, you do know, well, I don't know if you know, but your antenna and pretty much everybody else's antenna that is on frequency tonight, all of our verticals are called DC grounded, which means if you take a continuity checker and you measure between the radials and the driving element, of course you'd have to take it apart to do that, there's continuity through there. So, but when you put RF to it, it's not a dead short. It has an inductive reactance, which they use to help match your antenna to the home. So they use, like my mask on my vertical, it's on a metal mask, and so at the bottom I have it grounded to my ground rod. For all you would have to do is take one or a couple of your built-in radios that you let hang down from the top of your antenna and hook it to the ground rod, and that would ground your antenna.
Okay. So when we're going to go on 75 meters tonight? What frequency? I fixed the problem.
Okay, well, let's see. We wound up on 3880, I think, right?
3880, yeah.
So we can go back to there, and as long as nobody's on there. If not, we can move down.
Yeah, I want to be louder tonight because I fixed that problem.
Well, all right then. I can't wait.
And hey, Keith, do you know which link is probably the best to hear those two talk on where they said they were going to go, 3880, whatever it is?
I think maybe I was on the San Francisco link, but I can't promise you that.
How far down the page is that?
Yeah, you just have to. It's all brand new to me. I just started yesterday playing with it, so I'm not that adverse with it yet. You just got to keep scrolling down, and you'll be able to find it, I think.
Keith, it's got a number, so you guys give them the number, they can find it quicker. Hey, Keith, you hear that noise?
I do hear a noise.
Do you hear it? Do you hear it?
Is it while I'm talking or in between conversations?
Like when nobody's talking.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
It's weird. It's like a fluttering of some sort. Hard to describe, but I hear it really bad here. I hear it more than it shows up on my signal, that's for sure.
I never heard it like that before.
You need 4 more grounding rods.
I'm going to play it to you, Keith, so you can hear this.
Well, that bums me out. I finally have it a Sunday night that I wasn't planning on having off, and I have to hear noise. So that's unfortunate. I might actually be off next Sunday as well. There, like Keith said, there's a lot of Russian stations on there. I was listening to some of this a couple seconds ago. I was pretty impressed by how many Russian stations they got going on.
Hey, Keith, I just sent you a copy so you can hear what I'm listening to.
All right, I'll check it out. Thanks.
No, it went away now. Wow, it's terrible.
Fred, I don't hear a thing over here. This is DUO.
Well, now it went away. You didn't hear it 5 minutes ago?
No, I didn't hear a thing.
Wow. There's something around my house and my neighborhood then.
Replay it. Let me hear it.
Okay, but it's gone now. Now it went away.
You recorded it though, right?
Yeah, recorded. It was terrible. Woo. I'll play it to you. Listen, here it is.
It's definitely not what I'm hearing.
Hear that noise?
Yeah, I heard it, but I didn't hear a thing over here. We're not that far apart.
Wow. Something in my neighborhood. It went away now. Wow, it was terrible. It's ripping up my receive.
I wonder if Keith heard it down there.
That's what I'm trying to find out.
No, and I thought at first you were saying it was on my end that I was causing it. I don't know anything about it.
Well, Ward, Don ain't that far away from me, and he didn't even hear it. So it's got to be something in my neighborhood here. But now it went away, though. It was terrible.
Yeah, Fred, nothing over here in Cyprus. Nothing.
Yeah, so that was in my neighborhood here then.
I think you need to tell your neighbors to get some grounding rods in.
Yeah, who's that?
It's Greg, K6EGG.
Okay, Greg. Yeah, we hear you.
November 6th, kilowatt X-ray.
Where you been hiding?
Been a busy day. How's everybody doing?
Real good, real good. I did some more ground radios. I don't know if you can tell anything different on my signal, or I got louder, my audio changed, or what. I don't know. You notice anything different there in Riverside?
do. I definitely noticed something very different, which is you've got some serious background noise going on, like everything's repeating itself, like you have reverb.
Oh, okay. I set the monitor off there.
There you go. That sounds a lot better.
Yeah, I was listening to the streaming there. I had it going. Okay, how's the audio now? Is it louder? Is it different from normal or what?
I think you sound pretty much normal, like you normally do.
Because I added some more ground rounds. I'm running 1,500 feet now. You gotta get serious about this stuff.
You know what? Serious is one word that can be used to describe it.
I went on HF today, and I was working all over 40 at Flagstaff, and they said my signals are 20 over S9, so I asked them, so how much power do you think I'm running? A lot of people came back with the answer 700 to 1,000 watts. Well, hate to disappoint you, I'm only running 100.
Now imagine how you'd sound if you were running 1,000.
Oh yeah, I told them, look out when I get everything hooked up. Yeah, so that's how. In fact, and then I had to turn my audio down. I was too loud, so I turned it down 3-4 times now. Now I turned it way down, so I'm only running like 20 on my Icom. You know, the old days with bad grounding, it would be 50, 70. Now down 20. And today at 25, I was too loud, so I started talking softer in the mic, and they said, good. So when I realized what was going on, I just lowered the mic, because I talk loud in the mic anyway, so I just lowered the mic gain, and they said, you sound perfect, and you're still loud. So 20 over S9, talking all over the place, had good reports.
Well, good. I'm glad you had a good day on HF. It seems like the bands were pretty bad when I checked them out this morning. Anyway, who else do we have out there this evening? I forgot. I didn't even check in at the BozoNet.
Shame on you. They emailed me and said they are considering you to put you out there for KP duty.
How about a roll call? November 6th, Kilowatt X-Ray, Rob in Riverside.
Okay, there, Rob in Riverside. This is Fred, Kilo November 6th, Oscar Sierra. Fred, down here at Cerritos, 3 miles west of the Knott's Prairie Farm.
Kilo 6 Echo Golf Golf from the city of Chino, 2 miles north of the Chino Airport.
W6BO here next to Fred, Cerritos.
Curtis, Alpha Juliet 6 Oscar, Napa Valley in the high desert, about 70 miles northeast of Fred.
WA62XA, Keith here in Long Beach also.
Whiskey 6, Whiskey Delta, Cypress.
Well, it sounds like we've got most of the regular hobos out here.
I was tardy too. Don't feel bad, Rob. No bozos tonight. I was a big bozo. No check-in.
Well, good to know I'm not alone. I got busy, and like I told my wife, I was helping my daughter with her homework, and that consisted literally of watching a movie with her.
Oh, that's an easy one.
Yep, that's my kind of homework.
Louis was out earlier, Rob.
Oh yeah, on Sideband?
Right here.
Yeah, very cool. Sorry I missed him. How was he sounding, by the way? He told me he changed some of his filters.
Yeah, I commented on that. I think he sounds 100% better than what he did a week or two ago, so his adjustments are paying dividends.
He's a lot louder.
There you go. I'm not surprised. I mean, it sounds like he did some real research on it, and he sounded pretty confident that he would sound better. And as we all know, when you change those filters, that can make a real difference.
Yeah, Keith, where did he get all his information from? You still got his filter settings.
Why do I sound that bad?
No, I'm just curious because I want to set mine. I was just curious.
So I have to ask him.
Well, I'm pretty sure he got him from a YouTube video from Bob Heil.
Bob Heil.
Comment?
Go ahead, comment.
Yeah, well, you know, it sounds funny, but Bob Heil on his website, he does give you the recommended settings for all the newer major radios, you know, where the starting point, he'll tell you, you know, the trebles, blah, 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 bass is this, turn this on, turn that off. So on his website, you can go and you'll find, he'll tell you, you know, everything that has to do with ICOMs. He'll show you all the different radios, how to set the EQ, then he'll go to Yaesu and Kenwood and stuff. So that's probably where he got it from.
Okay.
Yep, that's what he told me. Well, I'm glad to hear that he sounded a lot better. He was sounding pretty muffled.
Yeah, definitely it was night and day difference. So I complimented him on his sound.
Very cool. I'm looking forward to hearing him now.
I actually spoke to him this afternoon, or late this morning, early this afternoon, whatever it was, on my mobile, my little 818. I was on Signal Hill with 6 watts, and he was on the air, and he was able to copy me. We were talking back and forth. Again, just on 6 watts, I was making the grid out there. And I got to compliment him then even about his modulation sounding so much better.
Interesting, because he sent me a text saying he was up on a hill or mountain somewhere with his Baofeng and trying to make some contacts on simplex on 8 watts.
Well, at the time, he must have been home because he told me he was on his Yaesu, and I complimented on his sound. You know, that it sounded really good.
Gotcha, yeah, so it sounds like he was playing radio a lot today.
On the Bob Heil right now. Get ready because now he's having his spring sale.
Where is he based out of?
I think he lives in Colorado. He also plays instruments. He plays the organ. I don't know if you knew that. He gives a couple concerts a year. Did you know that?
To be honest, I don't know much about him at all.
Oh, I met him at the NAMM show. He plays the organ. He plays a big organ. He plays pretty darn good. Him and Joel Walsh, they're pretty good friends.
Yeah, I think Bob Heil used to run the mixing board and sound system for Joe Walsh way back when he was, the James Gain. James Gain. I think that's how they met.
Right, but also Bob Heil did all the sound stuff for the Grateful Dead.
Yeah, that's basically where he got his start, is in the music industry, running, hundreds of tens of thousands of watt PA systems, and eventually he just decided, being on the road and moving all that stuff, it sounds like a fun life, but it's really hard.
Actually, from me traveling for like 14 straight years, I would say that that's very difficult life to live.
Yeah, and I used to play rock and roll music professionally for almost 5 years, and it was definitely the hardest job I ever did.
Yeah, he plays at Worthy, Oregon.
Yeah, and not a small one. It's one of those great, big, humongous ones.
Yeah, that's a special made German organ, and Captain Chenille, they had one. They did all their music with that special organ and make all those little weird sounds in their music.
And I think that company actually asked Bob Heil if he would help them voice their the big pipe type of things, that the kind of organ that he plays, and so he helped them voice their actual organ.
Yeah, they make that organ talk.
Fred, I think most ham radio operators are also into music. A lot of times you'll see amateur radio operators with guitars.
Doubles and sideband are brutal.
Around of Greg's house somewhere. So music and ham radio, they go hand in hand. AJ60.
That's AJ60. Did you know that, Ward?
Y'all doubled together for most of that.
Yeah, I know. I heard that.
Now everybody's afraid to talk because they might double.
Double talk. Yeah, I was mentioning that I think most ham radio operators are also musicians, too.
It's weird, Bob Heil doesn't have any settings for the 9700 on his site. This is strange. At least I don't see right away.
I think it would be the same as the 7300.
I definitely do see that.
Because the EQ system in them both are exactly the same.
Same microphone, too.
Yeah, the HM219.
See, I'm not using his microphone, so those settings may not work for me. I haven't even messed with the output settings for my transmit.
Well, I don't think you really need to. An EV20 automatically has good audio just without doing anything.
I was going to mess with my settings, but I'm pretty tired, and I don't want to mess up the settings I have right now. I'll probably get too deep and start tweaking too much. Everybody got real quiet out there.
Yeah, we are wasting recording time. We don't need dead air.
I'm kind of blah. I got off late last night, and one of my cats ran across my face at about 3 o'clock in the morning, and never really went back to sleep after that. So I've been up since about 3:30 or so, and I worked a full shift today. Luckily, the work was very easy.
Well, you already know that, ham radio is a pretty good motivator. Sometimes you can think, you know what, I'm going to think about what I can do when I get home on my amateur radio. Am I going to, am I going to go live stream, or am I too tired for that? Or am I going to, what can I do next to improve my station? I wonder what everybody's talking about on the HoboNet. It's a pretty good motivator.
That it is.
My motivation is to sound as good as Greg.
Wow, you already sound better.
Whoa, easy there, big fella.
And you're not even grounded yet.
Hell, I am grounded now.
Oh, you did ground the station?
Yeah.
Really? Well, how many ground rods you got in?
I've got one ground rod in now, but I grounded my radio.
Okay, well, your audio, you're definitely pronounced.
Yeah, when I first turned my radio on after doing the grounding, I was pretty confident that it definitely made my noise level worse.
It made your noise level worse?
It sure seemed that way, because my noise level was as high as it had ever been. It was so high that what I had to do in order to double check and be sure was disconnect my ground wire, the braid, from the radio, just to confirm it wasn't making things worse. It wasn't, but it sure didn't help. And I even started doing like A-B and connecting and disconnecting the ground braid from the radio, and there was zero difference.
Yeah, my noise level tonight is zero.
For example, right now as we speak, if I go to FM on 5.2, my noise level is peaking at an S5.
Well, the band's been getting weird a little bit, but so you disconnected the grounding to your radio, and you found out it was still just as noisy.
Absolutely. In other words, the grounding was not making things worse, but it didn't make things any better at all either.
Okay. Well, the radio sounds real good, real good.
Yeah, thanks. To be honest, I think what my next upgrade will be to try to improve the station. I was checking things out. I think I can go 5 feet higher, so I might just push the antenna of my mast up another 5 feet, see if that makes any difference. And I'm mostly looking to improve the receive.
Oh, I think your receive will come up. Oh, yeah. Well, I did more grounding here, and I could tell the difference. Only a little bit here, but on HF I could really tell the difference.
Yeah, I think, so do you think even just 5 feet can help? I mean, I tend to think that it can, just based on how every little obstacle and line of sight makes a difference. I mean, I talked to some of you guys are like you and Ward are pretty close, but I know you guys can receive people different, and different people have very different signal reports from the two of you.
Yeah, well, we did a little testing today, K6OS over there with Keith in the Mobile, and as he was going up in altitude, his signal started going. So, hey, Keith, what is Signal Hill in altitude again? Elevation, I forget.
To be honest, I'm not sure either. I'm not sure, but it's several hundred feet higher than my house.
Well, it ain't several hundred feet. I don't think it's that high. Come on. Maybe 100?
I bet you it's at least 300 plus.
Really?
I'll look it up. I'm not sure, but I'm about 30.
Well, look it up. I can't believe it's 300 feet.
Isn't there a repeater up there?
Yeah, there's repeaters up there.
So it's got to be pretty good for someone to put a repeater.
I don't think it's 300 feet. I think 100 or something. Look it up there, Keith. Anyway, as Keith was driving there, his signal almost doubled, and he was running 6 watts to me.
Now, what are we talking about? What's 300 feet?
Signal Hill. Keith we did a test today. He was driving around in his mobile with his 818 6-watt radio on sideband. From his house, he was hitting me with an 8, and then he went over to Signal Hill, and then he was hitting me at 25 over.
And you don't think Signal Hill's 300 feet? Do you know how tall that ride at Knott's Berry Farm is, the parachute ride?
The surrounding town of Long Beach, because of the height, is used by the local blah, 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 blah Indians. So there you have it.
365 feet?
Well, it's reading 365 feet above the town of Long Beach, so I'm not exactly, yeah, sure.
Above the town of Long Beach. Okay, but from your house to there, I don't think it's 300 feet. Do you think so?
Well, kind of do. I'm probably 30 feet elevation at best. So I would say it's close to it.
Wow. I know when I fly the airplane over there, I'm at 500 feet, 500 to 800 feet.
Break.
Go break.
Sorry, Keith, I doubled with you, but what I was saying was, Fred, do you know how tall that ride is at Knott's Berry Farm, the parachute ride?
Yeah.
How tall is that?
I don't know. Do you know?
I do, but I want you to guess and tell me how tall you think that thing is.
Okay, I'm going to take a guess. 150 feet?
Yeah, it's right about 200 feet.
Holy smokes.
That's what I've been told. I can double check, but so I kind of use that as a gauge to determine how tall something else might be.
Okay.
They have a repeater there somewhere at Knott's Berry.
Yes, they do.
Oh, Don, while you're here, what is the net you check in every night? What is that frequency again?
Which one are you talking about?
You're the one at 7580 there. 38 what?
3856.5.
38, you're a little fast for me. 3865?
3856.5. Oh, 57.5.
Oh, hold on. No, I'm go slow. 3, don't give me the dot. 3 what?
3857.5.
Oh, I got it now. Okay. I want to check it the next time. I got more radios. I want to see how you're receiving everybody the next time. Nobody, you guys don't check in on Saturday, Sunday, do you?
Yeah, 7 nights a week at 8 o'clock now.
Okay, 7 nights a week. Wow.
But it's one of those nets, you know, just give you a call, no traffic, bye-bye.
In and out, right?
In and out.
Hey, Fred.
Yeah.
I just confirmed on the internet that parachute ride at Knott's Berry Farm is 200 feet tall.
Wow.
Break.
Go break.
Well, 2 things. One, we should put an antenna up there, and that would be awesome. Second is I'm going to check out Delman. You guys have a great evening, 7-3, and we'll catch you another day, I'm sure. W6 WWD.
Good night, Ward. K6EGG.
Hey, Rob, you notice Ward's signal any different?
No. Sounds good and as strong as normal.
Yeah, because he put in some extra grounding.
Well, I don't don't know that I notice a difference, but he sure sounds good. I've got my normal 2 red bars from him. Anyway, good talking to you, Night Ward. Good hearing you out there. 7-3. Have a good evening, buddy, and we'll talk to you tomorrow.
Roger, roger. Take care, guys. 7-3.
He's probably pounding you so hard you don't realize when he does a little bit. So he's probably got to talk to somebody like Joshua Tree or Palm Springs. I don't hear those guys lately no more. I don't know what happened to them.
Well, if the noise levels that I'm having are any indication of what the band conditions have been like, that might explain it. I don't know.
Hey, Rob, do you have underground utilities there or above ground?
They are underground.
That should help, as far as the electrical is concerned.
Yeah, Roger on that. I'm hoping, knock on wood, that putting my antenna up another 5 feet might help the noise a little bit too. Who knows?
I'm afraid we don't have any noise level reached tonight.
Well, color me jealous, my friend.
Fred, do you have noise?
No noise. Earlier I did.
Hey, Rob, is it windy at your house tonight?
It was really windy earlier for about 45 minutes or so, but not now.
Yeah, whenever it's windy in my area, I think the antenna does not like that and sends noise down my coax.
Yeah, I know wind definitely doesn't help, but when I did my grounding yesterday, there was 0 wind. The one thing I wish that I had done was check the radio before I'd started the grounding to make sure I could do a better comparison on AB, but who knows. I was hoping that it would be lower today, and when I came out this morning, I mean, it was not as bad as it was yesterday, but it was still like an S3 on FM.
Hey, Rob, are you feeling better about the grounding now? I know yesterday you kind of had your doubts, like it was making much of a difference.
Well, it definitely has not made a difference that I can tell, but, there's a part of me that feels better just about being grounded in case any issues arise, but I can't tell any difference at all in terms of receive or, I don't know what's going on with the transmit, but I was hoping that it would help with the noise, and it has not.
Okay. A little noisy tonight anyway, but how about SWR? Did that happen to drop it at all? Did you notice?
Good question. Not that I really noticed, but I'm looking at it right now. It's definitely pretty low. Maybe it did bring it down a little bit.
Everybody grounds and pays attention. It always brings the SWR down a little bit.
Yeah, I'm looking at that now. Actually, I think it did bring it down.
That means more power out, so you gain.
Yeah, roger that. I'll have to look on FM too, but yeah, I think I'm getting like 1 to 2 bars, and I was getting more than that before. So, what do you know? Good question, Keith. Thanks for asking.
Yeah, I could tell that you're putting out an extra watt my end.
I could tell you. I said you're louder. You're more pronounced.
I added an amplifier.
Hey, AJ60 Curtis, are you out there?
Yes, sirree, Bob.
I'm listening on 3880.
Okay, well, when do you want to do it? You want me to go out there now and give you a ringy-dingy?
Yeah, go out there and give me a ringy-dingy. Yeah, I should be a lot louder tonight because I fixed the problem.
Okay, well, give me a couple minutes because I got to go out to my garage, turn the lights on, turn all my equipment on. So stand by, KN60S, AJ60.
Okay, AJ60, KN60S. Hey, Keith, are you going to get your computer up there listening on this 3880.
That's where you're going to hang out, 3880?
Yeah, 3880. We're going to be loud tonight.
Well, I'll see if I can catch you. I'll see if I can do it by myself without, dialing me in.
Oh, it's not hard. I'll tell you how to do it. Bring it up.
No, that's all right. I'm not going to waste live stream on this.
Oh, no, not live stream on this. But anyway, when you do it, you can do it to remember the frequency. I don't know if you knew that or not. So then it's just a recall. I don't know if you look over to the left, you can dial in the frequency. You can punch it in there, and it'll remember it. So when you go back to the next time, you just hit recall.
Okay, yeah, it's brand new to me, so I learned the ropes. Greg, did you do something to your screen? It just kind of went clear for a split second. Anything new there?
Yeah, I'm actually trying to adjust the video on the camera that's pointed at the radio right now, and I think I hit something I wasn't supposed to.
I mean, it's clear, but all of a sudden it did something. I was like, wow, well, that was cool. Okay, just was checking. My eyes are like deceiving me.
It's definitely not your eyes that are deceiving you. It's my screen. Sorry about that. By the way, somebody on the chat said Signal Hill's 148 feet.
Well, I saw that too, but I don't think that's the peak, because I looked at a couple other figures. One said 365, I believe, and so forth. So I think the peak is definitely well over 300 feet, because I looked at 4 or 5 different sites.
It's got to be taller than the Knott's Berry Farm ride, right?
Where I was today, it definitely was higher than 140, 8 feet or whatever that was. I was looking down upon the LA or Long Beach Airport, man. It was definitely higher than 148 feet.
I haven't been up there in a few years, but it feels like it's higher, but well, I'm going to do some research here. It's probably right, you know. I mean, you're at sea level right there almost.
I'm convinced Keith gets help off the ocean. His signal's way too strong to be at sea level.
Well, I'm not right on the water. I'm not one of those, unfortunately. I'm about 2.5 miles as a crow would fly from the water.
Yeah, I just continue to be very impressed with your signal into Riverside from Long Beach.
Well, thanks. It seems like when I look at the meter with Greg streaming that, Curtis and Fred are a little bit higher, but at least I making the grade. That's the important part. I think I sound okay, so that's good.
Well, see, and that's the thing that's interesting to me. I mean, maybe Fred is 1 bar stronger than you here in the Riverside.
Okay, yeah. And I'm running a little bit of power, too, to make it out there.
Oh, sure, and that definitely helps, but even considering that, because even when you turn your power off, you're still a strong S7.5.
I have some more info on Signal Hill.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yeah, you're about an S7 tonight.
And that's back where I was with a little power, a little bit of help. Testing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yeah, I would say it's exactly 2 S units.
I'll take that. I need that help sometimes.
Well, 2 S units, that's pretty big.
So Signal Hill's hill is 365 feet.
Okay, there we have it.
Hey, Greg, I've been meaning to ask you, what damp is it that you have?
What? I'm sorry.
What? Which amplifier do you have?
Oh, sorry about that. I have a Mirage B320G, 320G Mirage. It's a 200 watt peak, but it really does about 225-ish.
Very cool. If I remember correctly, is that the one on DX Engineering for $599? Or is that a different one?
I'm going to have to look that one up here real quick.
They're not cheap, I can tell you that much.
That is a correct statement, Keith.
KN60S, AJ60.
George, I think he might have left us. I'm not sure. Could chase you down.
Yeah, he probably has the volume turned down on 2 meter sideband. I was just trying to make a contact with him on 75 meters, and I can just barely hear him in there. I think last night we tried it about 10 o'clock. So, and 75 meters does not look too good tonight.
Roger that. The band's not working quite as well as last night.
That amplifier is not available anymore, Rob.
Yeah, I was just looking it up and I didn't see it either.
Now what is it? It's almost 9 o'clock. Maybe later it might open up a little bit better.
I'm sorry, Curtis. I accidentally keyed over you.
Okay, that's okay. I'm listening. AJ60.
Hello from Tony, KN6KYV, just turned the radio. You all sound great.
Hey, Tony, you sound nice and strong tonight in Riverside.
Roger, same to you. You're always strong. About S9 with the preamp and maybe S7 without the preamp. But always a good audio from you.
Yeah, thanks, Denny. You're a good, strong S6, but even more important, you sound strong and clear.
Roger. Got the flagpole all the way out tonight with extra radios.
Hey, Danny, how's it going? Keith over here.
Hey, Keith, how are you? Hope you had a good, restful weekend after the first week of opening, right?
Oh, school life?
Yeah, with the kids in person?
Well, we've been hybrid since October. We're going full bore after spring break. So I have not less shy of a month before we're going live 100%.
Oh, okay. So it's just partial right now.
Yeah, roger that. I spoke to your brother today, Danny, when I was up at Signal Hill doing a radio check with my Yaesu 818 today.
Oh, roger. Wow, cool. Where was he? Was he at home or mobiling?
He was at home, and so he gave me some good information about the 7100. He actually emailed me some settings that you guys have been working out, stuff like that, because I need to kind of work on my audio and mic, presets and so forth, settings. So, yeah, it was a good conversation.
Roger. Yeah, I haven't talked to him all day. Good. You made contact. Hey, I gotta take the kids to bed, so yeah, just a quick hello to all. I heard Rob, Greg, Curtis, Keith. I think Fred was out there somewhere. So good night, all. Okay, 73 KN6KYV.
Take care, Tony.
Good night, Tony.
Yeah, Tony, it was good hearing you. Have a good evening. And guys, I'm actually going to cut it short myself. So good talking to everybody. 7-3, have a great evening, and I will catch you later. November 6th, Kilowatt X-Ray, Rob in Riverside.
Good night, Rob. Hey, by the way, Keith, this is the amplifier I was using before.
What, the old one?
Yeah, this is about 160 watts right here.
Okay, so it doesn't have the, oh yeah, this is the one I'm familiar with. Yeah, exactly. You going to sell that, or is it a backup?
No, I'm going to probably get rid of it. I'm not going to use it again probably at this point.
I wish I bought a third one, a Mirage, and I wish I'd gotten something similar to what you have than the one I got, because mine's designed for anti-talkies. It's like you can't even put 5 watts into it or it just shuts down on you, so it wants less than 5 watts. But it does supposed to give you 160 out, but I haven't gotten it that hot yet. Hey, who do we have here? So you didn't nick it in time? Yeah, Jojo, we'll try Wednesday. It's Sundays and Wednesdays at 7 p.m. on 144.240. So try again Wednesday, okay?
Yes,
So you're watching the live stream? We are all live stream right now from Greg K6EGG. You go, if you dial in on YouTube, K6EGG live, you will find it. It's pretty cool stuff.
Hey, Ward, you still out here?
Ward left us.
What's that?
Ward left.
Oh, because the 10-meter band's open.
Like, Curtis was trying to find you about 5 minutes ago here. Is Curtis, you still out there?
Yeah. Hey, Fred, I could just barely hear you right at my noise level, but I knew it was you.
Yeah, I can barely hear you too. Right now, 10 meters is open. I'm on 10-meter band now.
Oh, that's pretty darn good. You should make some contacts.
Yeah, well, I can barely hear you too. Man, that was different for the other night, right? My match was perfect. I know it's getting out there, but boy, the band's bad on 75 tonight, huh?
Yeah, and plus, I think last night we went out. We tried at about 10 o'clock last night, and it seems like the band all of a sudden just turned around and came in good.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm listening to guys on 10 meters now. 28,400, 28,400.
Yeah, I don't even. I haven't been on 10 meters in I don't know years. I'm sure my end-fed wire antenna can tune down there.
Well, I'm going to break in there. They're talking about the Florida all over there. Some guy in a mobile there. I just happened to, after, I could just barely hear you. I called the call. I heard you, but same thing. I didn't have too much noise, but it wasn't working too good tonight.
Yeah, too bad. I guess, is there a beacon for 75 meters?
I don't know. I'll check on later tonight, see if later on it was better. Anyway, okay, catch you later. See you 6 West listening.
Okay, Fred. AJ60 listening.
Yeah, Jojo, still here, yeah. So, are you familiar with Greg K6EGG's live stream on Facebook? Not Facebook, YouTube, sorry. Yeah, so since it's a live stream, you're live right now, but later on you can watch it, the replay, so, no worries that you're driving. K6EGG live. And what's nice about it, you're going to be able to hear yourself so you can hear your audio. Your audio actually sounds quite well tonight. All right, Jojo, good talking to you. We'll talk to you later. WA62XA, we're on the side.
Hey, Keith, where's Jojo at?
think he said he's mobile. He lives in Los Alamitos, and he does a lot of driving for the job, and I thought he said he was mobile. What's your QTH right now, Jojo? Are you mobile or are you home? Did you catch that, Greg? Can you hear him?
I can tell that he's talking, but I definitely can't hear like what he's saying, unfortunately.
He's mobile, Los Alamitos Boulevard in Los Alamitos.
So he's down by you. Do you have his call letters?
I do on my app. Let me dig it up.
I remember talking to him a while back. He was going down to 5, somewhere around the 91 or something like that, if I recall. But I definitely can't hear him as well as the night I did before.
Jojo, repeat your call letters. Okay, so Greg, it's Kilo Mike 6 Echo Hotel Delta, and he says you're hitting him with a +3 out his way, so he's hearing you.
Excellent. Hi, Jojo. Kilo Mike 6 Echo Hotel Delta. I'll put you into my my little sudo log here. And I don't know why I don't have you in here from before. I definitely remember talking to you, Keith, at the same time before. So kind of strange, but it's good to hear you out here kind of sort of tonight. Is he talking, Keith?
No.
Man, see, this is one of these times where I wish I could jump up or jump down to HF and talk on HF. I really need to work on my general here.
As usual, good job, Greg, on the stream. And this is going to be WA62XA saying good night, all.
Excellent. Have a good night. I should be on the next 2 or 3 nights coming up, so take care, and I'll probably keep the stream going for a few more minutes, maybe. We'll see here. Take care. K6EGG. Fred and Curtis, you still on sideband or in HF?
Yeah, I'm also thinking about bailing out too because I've been on the radio a lot in the last few days. I know you haven't as much as us retired guys, so anyway, and Fred is probably on 10 meters listening out there, and I'm probably going to turn it off and find me something on Prime TV to watch for the rest of the night. So I'll say 73 to you too, Greg. You sounded good up here in the high desert. K6EGG, AJ60, and see you later, Fred, KN60S.
All right, good night there, AJ60 Curtis. Greg, K6EGG from the city of Chino, 2 miles north of the beautiful Chino Airport, home of the Plains of Fame Museum. In fact, I'm going to call it a night too. K6EGG, I'll be clear.
So that was unfortunately a lot of noise tonight here in my area here in Southern California. It sounds like some other people had some weird type of interference or excuse me, my throat's getting a little dry here. It's not coronavirus. So with that being said, it was a little quieter tonight. I didn't check into the Bozo Net like I normally do on Sunday nights, but I'm going to try to on Wednesday night. I should be home Wednesday night. I definitely will be home tomorrow and Tuesday night. After that, it's going to be a little hit and miss from the next month or so, possibly a couple days next week. But anyways, this is Greg, K6EGG from the city of Chino. California, I'm about 40 miles east of downtown LA, about almost 60 miles, 55 miles from LAX. So if anybody familiar with that area, if you're watching out of our local area at least. So take care, have a good evening, and I'll talk to you soon.